My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Oh, Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Eva Baroni Combs?
Brittany was looking towards the future. She wanted to get her career back on track, and she was also looking to have a baby.
What if one of Hollywood's most adored and celebrated icons harbored a dark, sinister secret? Sean Diddy Combs, the music mogul known for his dazzling charisma and extravagant lifestyle, now stands at the epicenter of explosive allegations shaking the entertainment industry to its core. But the revelations don't end there. A resurfaced video featuring a young actress has ignited public fury, pulling another cherished star, Ashton Kutcher, into the controversy. What unsettling roles did these two powerful men allegedly play in a chilling web of secrets? And what really happened to Diddy's so-called adopted daughter, Ava Braun? The answers are as shocking as they are shrouded in mystery.
Did it right, child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents that...
Let's turn back the clock to 2020. At first glance, Diddy's Instagram Live video appeared to be just another quirky moment from the music icon's glamorous life. But today, it carries an unsettling and ominous undertone. In the clip, Diddy introduces a young girl named Ava, whom he casually claimed to have adopted. Smiling warmly, he said, "I adopted you because I felt you'd enjoy having a black parent to care for you and guide you." The girl, shyly introduced as Ava Barron, affectionately called him Papa Combs, while he planted a kiss on her cheek. At the time, this interaction might have seemed like an innocent display of affection, a billionaire playfully stepping into a fatherly role. But in the shadow of the damning allegations now surrounding Diddy, this once innocuous video is being re-examined through a much darker and more disturbing lens.
He saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
What makes this situation even more baffling is the revelation that Diddy never actually adopted Ava. Reports confirm that her real family is alive and well, and she shares no legal or biological ties to him. So, why would he claim otherwise? Was it a simple misunderstanding, or does it point to something far more sinister about his motives? The video has sparked growing concern among fans about Ava's safety and the true nature of her relationship with Diddy. Once known to be a close childhood friend of Diddy's twin daughters, Jessie and Delilah, Ava has now vanished from the public eye. Her current whereabouts remain a mystery, fueling disturbing speculation that her connection to Diddy may have placed her in harm's way.
I always come over.
Yes. And it's Ava Baroni Combs. Come on. Let's go.
But Ava isn't the only young celebrity whose name has been swept into the storm of Diddy's controversies. Enter Davi Chase, the actress who left audiences haunted with her iconic portrayal of Samara in The Ring. Chase was just a minor when she shot to fame, terrifying viewers with her chilling performance. In 2003, she attended the MTV Movie Awards, where she earned the prestigious Best Villain Award. What should have been a triumphant moment in her blossoming career has now taken on a disturbing shadow. Backstage, after presenting her with the award, Diddy, then 33 years old, was captured on camera speaking to Chase. Holding a drink near his mouth, he asked the visibly nervous young actress, "You coming to the after-party tonight?" She hesitated before nodding nervously. Diddy laughed and exclaimed, "Why, yeah." This resurfaced clip has sent shockwaves through social media. Was it merely innocent banter, or does it point to something far more troubling? The intrigue deepens when considering Chase's sudden fade into obscurity not long after. Could this unsettling encounter have played a role in the trajectory of her career? And what secrets do Diddy's notorious parties truly hold?
Coming to the after party, you know? Yeah! Good, you're doing so good.
I just want to say,
Let's talk about Diddy's infamous parties, lavish gatherings that became the stuff of Hollywood legend. Extravagant and star-studded, they were celebrated for their opulence. But behind the glittering facade lies a much darker story. Recent allegations paint these events as meticulously orchestrated spectacles where Diddy allegedly wielded his power to manipulate and control attendees. And now, another shocking name has been dragged into the controversy. Ashton Kutcher, Hollywood's golden boy. Known for his charm and philanthropy, Kutcher once seemed to embody everything good about the industry. But could he have been complicit in the shadows? Here's where things take an even darker turn. Rumors suggest Kutcher wasn't just a guest at Diddy's notorious parties. He may have played a pivotal role in organizing them. While no solid evidence has emerged, whispers from insiders claim Kutcher acted as Diddy's confidant, helping to orchestrate these exclusive events. The irony is almost unbearable. Kutcher, who co-founded a nonprofit dedicated to combating exploitation, now finds his name linked to behavior he's publicly condemned. Could this truly be the same man who championed justice? Or is there more to this story than meets the eye?
The reason why I never pursued a month is because being Playboy of the Month, I was told there was insinuations multiple times that I had to do something to stand out to Hefner and the team. And that to me seemed like there was a underlining tone of, what is it that I have to do?
Then there's the unsettling mystery of Ava Baron's current whereabouts. As questions swirl around her sudden disappearance from public life, many are wondering if Ashton Kutcher, long seen as a champion for justice, might hold the answers. Kutcher was known to be a frequent guest at Diddy's infamous gatherings. Could he have witnessed something that night? Or, even more disturbingly, could he have played a role in ensuring Ava's silence? The resurfaced video of Diddy publicly introducing Ava as his adopted daughter only deepens the intrigue. Why would he feel compelled to make such a bold declaration, only for it to later be exposed as false? And why has Ava remained eerily silent while these allegations gain momentum? The web of secrets surrounding Diddy, Kutcher, and Ava grows darker with each passing day, leaving fans and investigators alike desperate for answers. What really happened, and how deep does the story go?
But like I said, the entertainment industry is very, very, very messed up when it comes to, the bigger you get, the more you had to do to get there. And so if you're not willing to put yourself in that position, you can't.
As we attempt to untangle this growing web of intrigue, another name keeps surfacing: Brittany Murphy. The late actress, who tragically passed away in 2009, had ties to both Diddy and Ashton Kutcher. Murphy's death has long been steeped in mystery, with persistent speculation that she was silenced after uncovering damning secrets about Hollywood's elite. Could there be a connection between her untimely passing and the explosive allegations now surrounding Diddy? And if so, what role might Kutcher have played in her story? The parallels between Murphy's case and the current claims are striking. Both involve young women whose lives were allegedly derailed after crossing paths with powerful men. Murphy's tragic fate raises chilling questions. Did she know too much? And could her death hold clues to the darkness now emerging from Hollywood's glittering facade? As the pieces of this puzzle slowly come together, the eerie similarities are impossible to ignore.
To me, like, how did you keep, why did you keep going? Why were you there? I'm like, it literally is around me. If I don't stay at home, this is the atmosphere I'm in. Like, I have no choice.
The deeper you dig, the more unsettling questions arise. Why did so many celebrities flock to Diddy's parties despite the whispers of controversy that surrounded them? What did they witness behind those gilded doors? And why did they remain silent? And then there's Ashton Kutcher, a man who built his public image as Hollywood's quintessential nice guy. How did he become entangled in this spiraling scandal? Was he merely a bystander, or does his involvement run deeper than anyone imagined? As the layers of this story unravel, one chilling truth emerges. This isn't just about Diddy. It's a window into a shadowy side of Hollywood that most would rather not acknowledge, a world where power and privilege can shield even the most reprehensible acts.
It's very, very dominant. Like, he wants to control the situation. He wants to control his inner circle. He wants to make everyone have a good time and enjoy his parties. And so, it is scary because you think, this person or possibly his social network or the people he's around could make or break your career.
And that brings us back to Ava Baron. Her story, though lesser known than others, is perhaps the most unsettling of all. A young girl, thrust into the orbit of one of the most powerful men in the entertainment world, who has since seemingly vanished from public view. Did she escape unscathed, or is her absence a sign of something far more sinister? And if Ashton Kutcher truly was as closely connected to Diddy as some rumors suggest, what does he know about Ava's fate? These are the haunting questions that refuse to be ignored as we continue to peel back the layers of this ever-deepening mystery.
You know, if you say the wrong thing or you complain or you know, I don't know, there's an element where you're just, I guess manipulated in a way to make you feel like, oh, you have to please everyone around you. You can't say anything wrong. You don't want to say a bad thing, or, you know, when they're constantly asking you, would you like to do and you're like, well, I don't do, and they're like, well, why don't you do?
As speculation intensifies, the spotlight is shifting toward the bigger picture. What other dark secrets might be lurking in the shadows, waiting to be exposed? Could this same network, allegedly enabled by Diddy, extend to other high-profile figures? And if so, who will be the next to fall? One thing is certain, this story is far from over. Let's step back and truly consider what all of this means. How could such alleged events, spanning years and involving countless celebrities, have remained hidden from the public and Hollywood's elite? The more we dig into this, the more it feels like something ripped straight from a thriller. Could it really be possible that the powerful figures we once admired and celebrated were, in reality, part of a tangled web of manipulation and silence?
Using, allegedly, these events to invite them back to these private mansion parties and hotel parties and God knows what else. But he was utilizing the branded events to be able to, you know, get the girls to come over to his private spaces.
One name that continues to haunt this murky narrative is Brittany Murphy, the beloved actress whose performances in Clueless, 8 Mile, and Uptown Girls won the hearts of millions. Tragically, she passed away in 2009 under circumstances that have never fully been explained. At the time, her death was officially ruled as natural causes, but many fans and industry insiders have long suspected that something far more sinister may have been at play. Now, with the spotlight shining on Diddy and his powerful connections, Britney's name has resurfaced in discussions that are both chilling and heartbreaking.
It is mourning the loss of Brittany Murphy this morning. The 32-year-old actress Sunday, from what officials say, appear to be natural causes. An autopsy is planned, reportedly against the wishes of her husband.
Let's not forget that Brittany Murphy was once closely linked to some of the very individuals now ensnared in these allegations. Her career soared during the late 1990s and early 2000s, but by 2009, everything had taken a sharp turn. Rumors of her being blacklisted in Hollywood began to surface, alongside whispers of her being difficult to work with, making it increasingly difficult for her to secure leading roles. But here's where things grow truly unsettling. Those who knew Britney at the time claimed she had stumbled upon information about certain powerful figures, secrets that could have exposed their darkest truths. Could it be that Britney's career struggles weren't mere coincidences, but part of a broader effort to silence her? And what if these same figures were somehow connected to her tragic, untimely passing?
It looked like and they were putting tubes in her throat and trying to resuscitate her with paddles. And then her husband was here just wandering around and in his pajama bottoms, just looking completely dazed and shocked.
What makes this theory even more compelling is the role her then husband, Simon Monjack, played during those final years. Monjack, a figure who himself was no stranger to controversy, was accused of being both manipulative and controlling. Some speculate that he may have been used as a pawn by larger, more powerful forces, perhaps even those connected to Diddy. Monjack's financial troubles and shady dealings made him a vulnerable target for anyone seeking leverage. Could he have been pressured to ensure Britney remained silent? And if so, what exactly did she uncover that made her such a perceived threat?
Results will be pending toxicology and further tests.
The connections between Diddy, Ashton Kutcher, and Brittany Murphy grow even more tangled when you examine the timeline. Ashton and Brittany were famously linked after co-starring in the romantic comedy Just Married. While their relationship appeared lighthearted and carefree on the surface, whispers suggest there was much more beneath the surface. Rumors abound that Ashton distanced himself from Britney once her career began to falter. Some even speculate that Ashton, eager to protect his own rising star, may have been aware of the forces working against Britney, but chose to stay silent. If true, this raises serious questions about Ashton's character and his potential role in the broader narrative now unfolding around Diddy.
Hospital spokeswoman has confirmed tonight that the Hollywood actress Brittany Murphy has at the age of 32. The Los Angeles Fire Department told the website TMZ that an emergency call was made from a home in Los Angeles at 8 o'clock this morning after the actress went into full cardiac arrest.
Let's not overlook the striking parallels between Brittany Murphy and the other young women now linked to Diddy's alleged activities, Ava Barron and Dee Chase. Brittany, once a bright, talented star, found herself increasingly isolated as her career waned. Could this pattern of isolation have been deliberate? A calculated move to ensure these women had no one to turn to when they were caught in precarious situations? It's a chilling possibility, but one that feels all too plausible in light of the allegations that have surfaced in recent months.
Brittany Murphy, so young, and with people in the house who were supposed to be looking out for her. It really got people wondering, how could this have happened? And people just were never satisfied with any of the answers that came out officially, because it made no sense.
What's even more unsettling is the notion that these alleged events were not isolated incidents, but part of a larger, more coordinated effort. Some insiders have suggested that Diddy was at the center of an exclusive circle of power players, figures who use their influence to control and exploit those around them. These secretive circles, often whispered about as elite groups, are said to operate in the shadows of Hollywood, pulling strings and silencing dissent. If these rumors hold any truth, the allegations against Diddy are merely the tip of a much larger iceberg. But why would someone like Ashton Kutcher, who built a public image as a philanthropist and advocate for justice, become entangled in such a disturbing network? One theory is that Ashton, like many others in Hollywood, was gradually drawn into this world, perhaps unaware of the full scope of what he was stepping into. Once inside, the pressure to conform and the fear of retaliation could have kept him silent. After all, Hollywood is a place where careers can be made or destroyed with a single phone call. For someone like Ashton, who rose to fame in the 2000s, the stakes would have been incredibly high.
After Brittany Murphy, Simon became ill, and he was experiencing the same symptoms as Brittany Murphy. And
another possibility is that Ashton's involvement wasn't driven by fear, but by ambition. By aligning himself with powerful figures like Diddy, Ashton may have seen an opportunity to expand his influence and secure a lasting foothold in the industry. This could explain why he attended so many of Diddy's infamous parties and maintained a close relationship with the music mogul despite the swirling rumors. If true, it paints a very different picture of Ashton, a far cry from the wholesome, likable persona he's carefully cultivated over the years. As more details emerge, the connections between these figures only grow more complex. Take, for example, the strange case of Kim Porter, Diddy's former partner and the mother of 3 of his children. Kim's passing in 2018 left many unanswered questions. Officially, her death was attributed to natural causes, but doubts have lingered, particularly from those close to her, including her ex-partner, Al B. Sure. Al B. Sure has publicly called for an investigation, claiming that Kim was working on a memoir that could have exposed damning information about Diddy and his circle. If true, Kim Porter could become yet another victim of the same forces that may have targeted Brittany Murphy.
How are you? Tell me about your character June in the movie.
June is definitely in the middle of a love triangle, to say the least.
And how was it filming such a dark thriller?
I was very drawn to.
What's particularly striking about Kim Porter's story is the eerie similarity to the experiences of other women who crossed paths with Diddy, like Brittany. Kim was reportedly working on a project that could have exposed uncomfortable truths about the entertainment industry, much like Ava and Dee Chase, who found themselves increasingly isolated in their final years. Could this pattern of isolation and silencing be a deliberate strategy? If so, who else might be at risk? The deeper you dig into these stories, the more it becomes clear that this isn't just about one man's alleged wrongdoing, It's about a system that has allowed these behaviors to go unchecked for years, if not decades. It's about those who knew what was happening but chose to stay silent. And it's about the young stars, drawn into a world they were ill-equipped to navigate, only to be betrayed by the very people they trusted.
Not that I can recall at all. We had a very tight work schedule, and everyone...
17 days.
It was very quick, so we just were professional and worked quickly and efficiently. And
Ashton Kutcher's involvement in this narrative is particularly troubling because it challenges everything we thought we knew about him. Here's a man who has publicly championed the fight against exploitation, who has built a brand around being a good guy. And yet, his name is now being linked to Diddy, a figure accused of orchestrating some of the most disturbing events Hollywood has ever seen. If Ashton truly was complicit, even indirectly, in these alleged activities, it would be one of the biggest betrayals in recent memory, and that is unsettling. But perhaps the most pressing question remains: what happens next? Will more names come forward to share their stories? Will other powerful figures be implicated as the full extent of this alleged network comes to light? Most importantly, will justice be served for the people who have been hurt along the way? The answers to these questions remain uncertain. But one thing is clear: the ripple effects of this scandal are only just beginning. As investigations continue and more details emerge, it's crucial to stay focused on what really matters. This isn't just a story about fame and power. It's about accountability and the urgent need for change. It's about shining a light on the darker corners of the entertainment industry and demanding better for those who work within it. And above all, it's about holding those in positions of power responsible for their actions, no matter how untouchable they may seem.
Been under criminal investigation for months by federal prosecutors here in New York. And if there are criminal charges, many of them may look a lot like what some of these individuals have been described.
The allegations surrounding Diddy and his alleged activities have already sent shockwaves through Hollywood, shaking its very foundation. But as we've seen time and time again, the truth has a way of surfacing, no matter how deeply it's been buried. The only question now is, who will have the courage to uncover it, and what unsettling truths will they reveal when they do? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating celebrity stories. Until next time.